In our busy modern lives, we're constantly bombarded by noise, chatter, and endless distractions. But what if the moments we choose not to speak could be just as powerful as the words we say? How often do we pause to consider the profound impact of our silence? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches self-control through reason and emotional resilience, offers timeless wisdom on the strategic use of silence. As Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, wisely noted, "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." This simple yet profound saying raises an important question. How many times have we regretted speaking hastily out of anger or impulse? But Stoicism doesn't just advise us to hold our tongues. It challenges us to wield silence as a tool for personal growth, inner peace, and meaningful connection with others. Imagine facing life's challenges with a calm confidence, knowing that your silence speaks volumes more than any hasty words ever could. Stoic philosophy teaches that silence isn't merely the absence of speech. It's a deliberate, powerful choice, a strategy that can diffuse conflicts, shield us from harm, and deepen our understanding of ourselves and others. But when exactly should we embrace this Stoic silence? Let's explore 9 pivotal moments where choosing silence isn't just wise, but potentially life-changing. As we delve into these lessons, reflect on how practicing Stoic silence might transform your interactions and cultivate a profound sense of inner peace. What if, instead of lashing out during a heated argument, you responded with a calm, measured silence? How might a thoughtful pause help you better articulate your true feelings and insights? Join us on this journey as we uncover the hidden strength in shutting up, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Are you ready to harness the power of strategic silence? Let's begin. Chapter: When faced with unfair criticism. According to Stoic philosophy, unfair criticism presents a unique opportunity to cultivate inner strength and demonstrate true integrity. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This profound insight suggests that what truly bothers us about criticism isn't the criticism itself, but rather our perception and reaction to it. Consider this. Period. How might shifting your perspective on criticism empower you? Can you recall a time when remaining calm in the face of unfair critique actually changed the outcome for the better? Imagine you're leading a project at work and your boss harshly criticizes it. A Stoic response would involve calmly examining the feedback, extracting any useful insights, and disregarding unfounded negativity. As Epictetus advised, "Don't just say you have read the books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discriminating and reflective person." Living this philosophy means responding with measured, well-considered reactions instead of defensive outbursts. Let the quality of your responses, and ultimately your work, speak for itself. Remaining silent when unfairly criticized isn't passive. It's a strategic choice. It's embracing Stoicism's call to focus on what we can control, our responses and attitudes. This quiet strength transforms potential conflict into a testament to your personal fortitude and philosophical dedication. As you navigate life's challenges, contemplate how silence can serve you. What opportunities might arise if you choose thoughtful silence over impulsive speech? How might this practice not only enhance your own peace of mind, but positively influence those around you? By incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives, especially when faced with unfair criticism. We align ourselves with a philosophy that values strength of character over fleeting external validation. This approach fosters personal growth and can inspire others to do the same. In today's world, where boasting and self-promotion often drown out humility, Stoicism reminds us to embrace silence. As Marcus Aurelius wisely counseled, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. With this in mind, consider how silence in response to boasts can transform a potentially ego-driven environment into a space of self-reflection and genuine growth. Stoic silence amidst unfounded rumors. Picture yourself at a bustling networking event. A colleague is loudly boasting about their recent promotions and lavish lifestyle. You might feel tempted to counter their bravado with your own accomplishments, but Stoicism teaches us the power of restraint. By choosing quiet, you maintain your composure and allow others' words to reveal their true nature. This approach conserves your energy for more meaningful conversations and demonstrates a quiet confidence in your own achievements, free from the need for external validation. In this context period, silence isn't a sign of weakness. It's a display of strategic restraint that showcases wisdom and self-assurance. As one Stoic saying goes, "He who does not wish to be overcome by greater benefits should not return one benefit with another, but return many at once." In practical terms, this means responding to empty boasts not with words, but with the quiet grace of your actions and the strength of your character. How often do you find yourself countering someone else's success story with one of your own? What might change if you instead chose to listen fully, acknowledging their achievements with a simple nod or smile, while keeping your focus on your own virtues and goals? Embracing Stoic silence amidst boasts is a way to live a life marked not by competition, but by contentment and inner success. It creates an environment where one can thrive peacefully and successfully, rooted in genuine self-worth rather than comparative measures. Reflect on this lesson and consider how you might apply it in your daily life. How could embracing silence enhance your relationships and personal satisfaction? Share your thoughts and experiences in cultivating a more peaceful, joyful, and successful life through the practice of Stoic silence. When dealing with anger. When anger strikes, it can feel like a wild tempest threatening to sweep away all reason and tranquility. But amidst this storm, Stoic philosophy offers an anchor, a moment of silence that helps us navigate these intense emotions with grace and wisdom. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic figure, advised, "Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly." Now imagine a day at work where a co-worker's mistake costs you hours of extra labor. Your initial impulse might be to lash out in anger, but what if you chose silence instead? By refraining from an angry outburst, you gift yourself a precious moment to view the situation more objectively. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and pave the way for constructive solutions rather than heated arguments. Reflect on this. How often has reacting in anger actually improved a situation? What might be different if you took a moment to calm yourself before speaking? Marcus Aurelius, another esteemed Stoic, pondered in his writings, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" This thought prompts us to consider the aftermath of our angry outbursts. More often than not, the repercussions of anger far outweigh the initial provocation. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela, who, despite enduring years of unjust imprisonment, chose forgiveness over anger. This decision not only transformed his own life, but led an entire nation towards reconciliation. Practicing silence in the face of anger doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. Rather, it's about choosing a response aligned with your best self. This practice not only cultivates your inner peace, but also nurtures healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. As you navigate the inevitable frustrations of daily life, remember that silence can be your sanctuary, a space where wisdom prevails. Embrace it, and you may discover that the quiet response is not only the most profound, but also the most powerful. Anger is a universal human emotion, one we all grapple with at various points in our lives. However, unchecked anger can wreak havoc on our relationships and our own well-being. Stoicism offers valuable techniques for managing anger, emphasizing self-control, clear thinking, and inner calm. Begin by identifying your triggers. What specific situations, people, or environments tend to ignite your anger? Engage in self-reflection to understand why these particular things push your buttons. Often, our assumptions and perceptions play a significant role. Accept that while you can't control external events, you have full autonomy over your reactions. Practice mindfulness, keeping your focus on the present moment rather than dwelling on past grievances or future worries. When anger arises, employ deep breathing exercises to calm your mind and body. Pause and consider the consequences before you respond. Try to see things from the other person's perspective, cultivating empathy. How might a Stoic philosopher view this situation? Would they deem it trivial or significant? Instead of fixating on the problem, channel your energy into finding solutions. Build emotional resilience by practicing self-discipline and patience. Learn to detach emotionally from the situation, viewing it objectively rather than taking it personally. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever encountered someone whose actions betray a profound lack of understanding, yet whose conviction rivals that of an expert? While frustrating, such situations offer a perfect opportunity to practice patience and grace. Consider the story of Galileo, the renowned scientist who championed heliocentrism during an era dominated by geocentric beliefs. Despite facing fierce opposition and even house arrest, Galileo maintained his dignity and commitment to truth, often choosing silence in the face of ignorant accusations. Stoicism teaches us that we can only control our responses, not the actions of others. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever encountered someone whose actions betray a profound lack of understanding, yet whose conviction rivals that of an expert? While frustrating, such situations offer a perfect opportunity to practice patience and grace. Consider the story of Galileo, the renowned scientist who championed heliocentrism during an era dominated by geocentric beliefs. Despite facing fierce opposition and even house arrest, Galileo maintained his dignity and commitment to truth, often choosing silence in the face of ignorant accusations. Stoicism teaches us that we can only control our responses, not the actions of others. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Dealing with loss, finding strength in silence. How does one confront the deafening silence that follows a significant loss? Loss is a universal human experience, often leaving in its wake a void filled with sorrow and bewilderment. Yet Stoicism offers a unique approach to navigating grief. Consider C.S. Lewis, the renowned author who chronicled his journey through grief after losing his wife in A Grief Observed. He wrote, "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal." This sentiment deeply resonates with Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe our experiences are part of a greater natural flow of life, and that love and loss are inextricably intertwined. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, mused, "What we fear may happen is uncertain, but there is a certain chance that death will come." How might your response to loss shift if you viewed it as a transition rather than an ending? What could you gain by embracing the silence that follows loss, allowing yourself space and time to reflect and heal? After his wife's passing, Lewis didn't attempt to fill the silence with explanations or distractions. Instead, he used it as an opportunity to deeply explore his thoughts and emotions, embodying the Stoic belief that adversity can be a catalyst for personal growth. His journey through grief illustrated how maintaining a composed mind can help one process intense emotional pain and transform it into a profound appreciation for life's fragility and beauty. Silence in the wake of loss isn't about denial or suppression. It's about creating space to process, reflect, and move forward. It means allowing your emotions to run their course without forcing a premature resolution. Consider how you've handled losses in the past. How might the Stoic practice of reflective silence aid you in future moments of grief? How could this approach not only facilitate your own healing, but also positively impact those around you? Share your thoughts and experiences with loss, and how Stoic practices may have influenced your journey. What lessons have you learned? And how has silence aided your healing process? Let's discuss and grow together in the comments below. Coping with death is one of life's most challenging experiences. It's difficult to navigate the complex emotions of grief and sadness when we lose something significant, be it a loved one, a job, or a major opportunity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium in Athens, offers timeless wisdom on how to face these difficult times. Adopting a Stoic perspective can help us maintain resilience and inner peace, even in the face of profound loss. First, it's crucial to recognize and accept your feelings. Stoicism teaches that emotions are natural responses to life events. Allow yourself to cry and experience the pain without judgment. Journaling or confiding in a trusted friend can help process these emotions. Next, focus on what you can control. According to Stoic philosophy, we should let go of what we can't change and concentrate on what we can. Identify aspects of the situation you can influence, such as how you cope with the loss, and release what you can't. When confronted with injustice, Stoic philosophy teaches us to confront life's challenges with equanimity and inner strength. This becomes particularly crucial when faced with injustice. As the wise Epictetus counseled, "Bear and forbear." This maxim encourages us to endure hardships without complaint and forgive others for their shortcomings. Nelson Mandela's struggle against apartheid in South Africa exemplifies this principle in action. Mandela's lengthy imprisonment could have bred bitterness, yet he emerged as an advocate for peace and unity, demonstrating profound Stoic resilience. Mandela didn't passively accept injustice. Rather, he chose to focus on healing and reconciliation over retribution. This choice illustrates a key Stoic principle. Our greatest power lies in our ability to choose our response to external events. How might our own lives transform if we emulated Mandela's approach to the injustices we face? Can we choose to respond with understanding and compassion, even when it seems impossible, by remaining silent in the face of injustice? Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury, by choosing not to engage in conflict, and instead cultivating a spirit of healing and forward thinking. Mandela reshaped an entire nation's conception of justice and peace. His life demonstrates that silence is not a mark of submission, but can be a powerful tool for change and a testament to personal integrity. This Stoic approach doesn't mean passively accepting injustice. Instead, it involves a strategic and principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It's about maintaining inner peace and using that calmness to inspire thoughtful solutions that address wrongdoing and foster collective progress towards a better future. As we confront both minor and major injustices, let us remember Mandela's silent strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the most profound response is cultivated in silence, allowing us to build a foundation for meaningful change and a more harmonious, successful life. Adopting this approach can transform both personal hardship and societal strife, guiding us towards a more peaceful existence. Everyone encounters unjust situations at some point in their lives. As a Stoic, it's crucial to handle these scenarios with equanimity and wisdom. The teachings of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus provide guidance on navigating unfair situations, emphasizing focus on what we can control, maintaining inner calm, and responding rationally. Maintain inner peace by focusing on your internal state. Marcus Aurelius advises that regardless of external circumstances, one should keep the mind serene and collected. Practice emotional regulation through techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation. Accept what you can't change, recognizing that you can only control your reaction to others' actions. Respond rationally by pausing to consider the most appropriate course of action, rather than reacting impulsively. Seek understanding by trying to discern the reasons behind the unjust act. This can provide clarity and potentially reveal a path to resolution. Avoid retaliation, as responding with anger or vengeance only escalates the situation. Instead, strive to respond in a measured and composed manner. Reflect on your values, and consistently adhere to your principles regardless of circumstances. Let your actions be guided by your core beliefs and ethics. Maintain moral integrity by ensuring your response aligns with your morals and upholds your honor. Lead by example, demonstrating to others how to handle injustice with dignity and honor through your conduct. Approach the situation with a problem-solving attitude, focusing on finding constructive solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Communicate openly and honestly with those involved to seek a fair resolution. Advocate for change when possible, working to address the root causes of injustice. Use the experience as an opportunity for growth and learning. Reflect on what occurred and extract valuable lessons from the situation. View the experience as a chance for personal development and strengthening your character. Prepare yourself for future challenges by acquiring the skills and knowledge necessary to better handle similar scenarios in the future. When confronted with injustice, it's crucial to remain calm. Respond rationally. Stay true to your principles. Seek constructive solutions. And learn from the experience. By adhering to these Stoic principles, you can navigate unjust situations with grace and integrity, transforming them into opportunities for growth and positive change. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This maxim should serve as a wake-up call whenever we face insults, offering a profound strategy for dealing with them. Silence. This insight reminds us that we have a choice in how we react. By choosing silence and understanding over conflict, we can transform potentially volatile situations. Consider the example of Mahatma Gandhi, who faced numerous insults and opposition in his struggle for Indian independence. Instead of responding with anger or insult, Gandhi chose silence and understanding. Gandhi believed in ahimsa, or non-violence, which aligns closely with Stoic principles. His response to both verbal and physical attacks was often silence, which frequently disarmed his opponents and garnered public support for his cause. How might adopting a similar stance when insulted change the dynamics of your interactions? What could you gain by maintaining your composure instead of retaliating verbally? By not immediately reacting, you give yourself space to respond purposefully rather than impulsively. This Stoic practice not only preserves your peace of mind, but also positions you as a leader who rises above petty conflicts. It echoes Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Reflect on this as you navigate daily challenges. Could this Stoic silence be the key to a more fulfilling, successful life? How might your actions influence how others handle conflicts? As we've explored these 9 pivotal moments to embrace silence, from dealing with criticism to facing loss, Stoic wisdom has illuminated a path to peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one dash." In the spirit of his words, let us practice the profound strength found in silence. By consciously choosing when to speak and when to listen, we can cultivate a more peaceful, joyful, and compassionate existence. This practice of silent reflection embodies the Stoic principle of rational decision-making. It allows us to separate our initial emotional reactions from our reasoned responses, leading to choices that truly resonate with our authentic selves. Moreover, embracing silence in our personal growth journey cultivates patience and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By regularly practicing periods of silent reflection, we strengthen our ability to remain calm and centered, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Consider implementing a daily practice of silent meditation or journaling. These quiet moments of introspection can become powerful catalysts for personal growth, helping you gain deeper insights into your thoughts, behaviors, and aspirations. Remember, in a world that often equates constant activity with progress, choosing moments of silence can be revolutionary. It's in these quiet interludes that we often find our truest voice and chart the most meaningful course for our lives. Stoic silence in leadership and influence. Leadership, in its essence, is about influence. And, sometimes, the most profound influence comes not from what we say, but from what we don't say. This is where Stoic silence becomes a powerful tool in the leader's arsenal. Consider the example of Abraham Lincoln, often regarded as one of the greatest American presidents. Lincoln was known for his thoughtful silences, especially in heated debates or crucial decision-making moments. His practice aligns closely with Stoic principles, demonstrating how strategic silence can be a sign of strength and wisdom in leadership. When faced with a barrage of opinions or a crisis situation, a leader practicing Stoic silence creates space for others to voice their thoughts, for tensions to dissipate, and for clearer thinking to emerge. This approach embodies Epictetus's advice: "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Imagine you're leading a team through a challenging project. Tensions are high, and team members are arguing about the best path forward. Instead of immediately jumping in with your opinion, or trying to forcefully resolve the conflict, you choose a moment of silence. This pause allows everyone, including yourself, to reflect on the situation more deeply. It communicates that you value thoughtful consideration over hasty decisions. This practice of Stoic silence in leadership also cultivates a sense of calm confidence. That can be incredibly influential. As Marcus Aurelius noted, "You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone." By embodying this principle, you demonstrate to your team the value of emotional regulation and thoughtful response over reactive behavior. This can have a ripple effect, creating a more reflective, composed, and ultimately more effective team culture. Moreover, strategic silence can be a powerful negotiation tool. In discussions or negotiations, the person who can comfortably hold silence often gains an advantage. It demonstrates patience, self-control, and often prompts others to fill the silence, potentially revealing important information or concessions. As you develop your leadership style, consider how you might incorporate more strategic silences. Before important meetings or decisions, take a few moments of quiet reflection. During discussions, practice active listening more than speaking. When faced with provocation or criticism, pause before responding. Remember, Stoic silence in leadership isn't about being aloof or disconnected. It's about creating space for wisdom to emerge, for others to be heard, and for more thoughtful, impactful decisions to be made. In doing so, you not only become a more effective leader, but also inspire those around you to cultivate their own inner strength and wisdom. The transformative power of Stoic silence. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic silence, it's clear that this ancient wisdom holds profound relevance in our modern, noise-filled world. From handling criticism and managing anger, to navigating loss and practicing leadership, the strategic use of silence can be truly transformative. Epictetus reminds us, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet powerful principle encapsulates the essence of Stoic silence. It's not about being passive or withdrawn, but about choosing our words and actions with intention and wisdom. By embracing silence in key moments, we create space for deeper understanding, more thoughtful responses, and genuine personal growth. We learn to differentiate between what truly matters and what is merely noise, focusing our energy on what we can control and accepting with equanimity what we cannot. As you move forward, challenge yourself to incorporate more intentional silence into your daily life. When faced with criticism, pause before defending yourself. When anger rises, take a breath before responding. In moments of loss or injustice, allow yourself the quiet space to process and reflect before acting. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In cultivating Stoic silence, you are not just remaining quiet. You are actively strengthening your inner resolve, deepening your wisdom, and enhancing your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity. Let the power of Stoic silence be your guide as you strive for a more peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilling life. In the quiet moments, you may just discover the profound strength and wisdom that has been within you all along.